Yo, what is up? So today is day number 14, and we're actually almost at that halfway mark of filming myself every day for the next 30 days to build consistency and discipline when it comes to communicating and articulating my thoughts, and projecting them to the masses, and just basically overall being an eloquent speaker, right? And today I wanted to talk about a topic that is near and dear to me because I have dealt with this issue or so, I guess, for a better part of the past decade now, right? And it's something that I notice a lot of guys deal with as well on a daily basis, and it has to deal with the fact that you shouldn't negotiate with terrorists. And what do I mean by this? To specifically point out, I'm talking about handling negative women in your life, right? And dealing with terrorists. Oh fuck, that's fucked up. I'm pretty sure people in the manosphere have heard of this, and as misogynistic as it sounds, it actually stands true to the test of time. And let me tell you why. It's because if you look back at least past 100 years or so, right, you'll notice a significant trend when it comes to societal structures and how traditional gender roles have stood the test of time. And there's a reason for this, right? Because first and foremost, to point out the elephant in the room, and to point out the fact in the room, is that men and women aren't equal. And as fucked up as that is to hear, right? If you get out of your feelings for a second, I'm talking to the triggered men here, and I'm talking to the triggered females, right? If you get out of your feelings for a second, you'll realize that inherently men can do certain things that women can't, and women can do certain things and men can't, right? And just by that definition, does that make us equal? I think not. So to further move along with this topic, right? Men have an instinctual responsibility almost to build, to provide, to protect women, right? And the reason why this kind of ties into what I'm saying as far as not negotiating with negative women is because we as men need to understand that we have a responsibility to figure out the deep-rooted issues that makes women tap into their masculine behaviors and tendencies and aggressive behaviors and tendencies, right? And not only that, it's not just our responsibility, but sure, we have the option of walking away from negative women that we don't give a fuck about, but when it comes to people that you care about, like your wife, your girlfriend, your mom, we have a responsibility to figure out why they're in that state, right? And they may not want a solution, but we can't abandon them at the same time too, right? There's a reason why they nag. There's a reason why they get pissed off. And more often than not, it's because it's your fault as a man, right? And the sooner you realize this, the sooner you can fix it. You can fix your own actions. You can fix your mentality. You can fix what you're supposed to do, right? And going back to why you shouldn't negotiate with negative women is because they are trying to bring you down to their level. Think of it this way. If a woman is trying to be masculine, if they're trying to impose their will on you, right? And you fight fire with fire, or so to speak. That does nothing but escalate to disproportionate levels where you may not be able to come back from it, right? And one aspect that I've developed over the years is practicing the art of stoicism and how just not being non-reactive to the shitstorm that you encounter when a woman goes haywire, right? Just being non-reactive is such a powerful thing to have. And it's such a powerful position to be in because you're in the right state of mind, for one, right? As men, we have the tendency to always look at the logical side of things, right? But when we have shit being thrown at us, and we get to that point of whether it's fight or flight mode, it's game over. Because our fight or flight responses are meant or almost like a last resort, right? Those are our last resort when it comes to, that's why it's called a fight or flight response, right? The minute we tap into those things, we may possibly walk that extreme path that we may not be able to come back from. So I'm gonna leave you with this, right? Do not negotiate with negative people, specifically negative women, because it's a losing battle, right? As men, we have the job to lead our women, right? Especially even from the negative emotions that they portray and from the negative decisions, most importantly, that they more often than not tend to exhibit because they lead with their emotions, right? So we have a job to guide them. And sure, some people probably won't like to hear that, but it's the truth, right? And with that said, I'll catch you tomorrow for day 15.